Upon learning of the negative impact that Common Core could have on our state's students, she and her husband Glenn founded a grassroots group, Stop Common Core in New York State. She is here this morning with us to share her story. Yvonne?
Thank you. I would like to thank Rob Gasperino for this exciting invitation and would like to acknowledge Chairman Cox, the county chairs, state committee members, and guests. Prior to Common Core, my family life was very normal. I was your typical New York stay-at-home mom with a wonderful committed husband and 2 beautiful children who colored my world perfectly. Then the Common Core nightmare invaded all of our lives, and that easy contentment vanished and flipped my world upside down. Born with a Common Core warrior mom, thousands of them. For the last 18 months, the mothers of New York have surrendered their own sweet existence for one of nonstop activism and all-out commitment to save our children and their educational future from this intrusive, ill-conceived, untested, unproven educational experiment with an unknown price tag and an unknown outcome.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yes.
The mothers from New York, from Rochester to Islip, from Potsdam to Park Slope, have reinvented their lives to fight the stealth takeover of education, to protect their children from the Common Core infection, so their children can have a vibrant education that preserves the beauty of their childhood while preparing them for the creative years ahead. Under Common Core, tried and true educational practices have been replaced with an upside-down, inside-out curriculum driven by copyrighted standards, created by educrats, embraced by Albany insiders who have failed to honor the value of every child, including our most vulnerable, our special needs children.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Common Core has turned nightly homework into horror sessions. College-educated parents find it impossible to decipher the assignments of first, second, or third grade math. Something is radically wrong when parents struggle to help their 7 or 8-year-olds with their math homework. And there's something fundamentally wrong when parents, that's all of us in here, need to be tutored and told to attend Common Core workshops, so all of us can enjoy as much misery as our children have.
Woo!
That's right.
Parents are shocked at certain content that is not only age inappropriate, but downright disturbing. They wrestle with impossible directions and curriculum design as though age was never a consideration. In short, homework has upended home life. Evenings are lost in homework frustration and anxiety. The tales of tear-soaked homework hours are found everywhere. Miserable testimonies of this dreadful reform. The parents are at their wits' end, but it's our children who worry us the most. Then there's the incessant testing, the stomach-churning, spirit-killing testing that is the new objective of all classroom life. Swirling the scary data and intrusive data collection without parental control, the loss of recess time, art, and music, the overemphasis of keeping pace with a curriculum tied to a rigorous timeline, and you've got your recipe for school phobia. Children once saw their schools as warm and encouraging havens, now see them places of discomfort. Creativity has been lost to conformity. Anxiety has replaced joy. And childhood is under threat. Common Core is a colorless, test-driven experience that cheats our children out of their childhood wonder and deprives them of the opportunity to learn in ways that are age and developmentally appropriate. Parents know our children only have one shot at a successful education. There are no do-overs here, no second chances. Childhood comes but once in a lifetime. Let them enjoy it. Like many of you, I once felt very lonely in this war against Common Core. I wondered if any public figure would ever take up our cause. Assemblyman Al Graff emerged as our early hero, pushing legislation against a wall of resistance. We have enjoyed modest successes, but we have not been able to stop Common Core yet. Now we have another champion on our side, County Executive Rob Gasperino. We are not so lonely anymore. Rob Gasperino doesn't just talk the talk, he also walks the walk. His own children are in public schools. Like many of you, Rob Gasperino said, "I refuse," withdrew his children from these florid Common Core state assessments that are now cloaked in secrecy. He's fought back against the Cuomo regime, those who have used our children as educational guinea pigs in this grand experiment that is an epic failure.
Yes. Woo! Yes.
That's right.
Rob Gasperino has taken a decisive and clear-cut stand against Common Core and has vowed to return education to where it belongs, at a local level.
That's right.
The governor has been deaf, even dismissive, to the concerns of parents, teachers, and administrators across the state. He prefers to meet with Common Core educrats rather than education professionals and the master teachers who guide our children throughout the wonder years. Andrew Cuomo's state education department is clearly out of touch with the citizens it was designed to serve. Even after months of public outcry, Cuomo will not make significant changes. He could, with the stroke of a pen, end Common Core, but he only enforces it. The mothers of New York have exposed Cuomo as a Common Core shill, favoring corporate interests over the well-being of our children. For those of you who are looking for sanctuary in parochial or private schools, beware. Thanks to the College Board President David Coleman, one of the main architects of Common Core, he has now aligned the SATs and ACTs to Common Core. You cannot immunize your children from this Common Core infection. There is no safe haven for any child in any school in New York State. Stop Common Core in New York State through its Facebook and website is one of the largest grassroots forces in the state. Due to the relentless pushback and the efforts of the mothers of New York, our numbers have swelled over the last year, and Common Core is now a dominant issue in the upcoming election.
Woo!
This November is our moment, and the mothers of New York will be heard.
Yay! Woo! Yes. Woo!
This November, we have the opportunity to recapture the lives we forfeited in this fight against Common Core and to restore our children's educational future. This November, we have the opportunity to eliminate defective standards and excessive testing and inappropriate curriculum designs. This November, we have the opportunity to return local and parental controls to our schools and abolish the data harvesting of our children's private information. This November, we can end the hellish Common Core nightmare. This November, the mothers of New York look to Rob Gasperino to carry our fight across the state to do what our current governor will not do: fight for our children.
Yay!
Together, we can stop Common Core in New York State. Good luck and Godspeed. Thank you.